Hello guys and welcome to Pinay Theory and thank you for tuning in to my channel. And today we're going to discuss on how to turn your body into a fat burning machine. Yes, basically our body is actually adept in doing that. It is efficient in doing that, but then we have to understand first the basic mechanics of how would that happen in our body. So the main source, there are two main sources of energy in our body. Number one is sugar, which is actually the preferred currency or the preferred the preferred energy sources of our body, sugar or carbohydrates. Number two is fat. So these are the two main fuel of our body to convert them into energy. So how do we access fat? First of all, whenever we are eating, there is a high level of insulin, of sugar in our body. And then this sugar then triggers the release of insulin hormone, which is the most powerful hormone in storing our fat. So in the presence of insulin, there's no fat burning that will happen in our system. And then also after that, insulin will store all those sugars, all these carbohydrates into our system, into our muscles. So that will be the glycogen. And then the remaining will be stored in our as a fat in our adipose tissue. So basically, fat is just a stored energy to be used later by our body. So, in the presence of sugar, whenever we have a large sugar in our body, there is an insulin. And whenever there's an insulin, our body is not able to tap this fat storage as an energy, as a source of energy for fuel, as a source of fuel for energy. So, you want to reach that point that you are actually using the fat instead of sugar to convert that into energy and used by our body. So I will give you some of the tips in order to do that, okay? First is, let's talk about intermittent fasting. So, if you haven't seen already my previous video, I have talked about the basics of intermittent fasting over there. So, please, you can check that out. And then, so intermittent fasting, when you do intermittent fasting, let's say you do 16 hours and 16 hours of fasting and then 8 hours of feeding. So, kumakain ka in span of, let's say, between 12 to 8, kumakain ka, and then after 8 o'clock, you stop the feeding. You are actually not taking anything. Or maybe somewhere in between, natitake ka ng coffee, green tea, any liquids that walang sugar at all. So, zero sugar. So, how this burning zone is happening, fat burning zone that is happening. So actually there's a sweet spot in your fasting. Let's say, yeah, your meal time is 12 to 8. So whenever you are eating, again, there is a sugar in our system. Insulin is present in our system, and that is being stored in our body as a glycogen and then converted into energy. So, meaning during this span of 12 to 8, you are actually in a sugar burning zone. Your body is in a sugar burning zone. And then after you eat, you stop your eating at, let's say, 8 o'clock, and then you will start 8 o'clock onwards, p.m. until 12 o'clock. So, you are now fasting. Since you are not fasting, there's no sugar in your body. So, eventually, the glycogen will be depleted. And then, that's where these hormones in our body can tap this fat storage. That usually happens, let's say you 8 o'clock, you wake up 6 o'clock, so that's 12 o'clock, 12 hours. By then, wala nang insulin sa system mo. By then, your glycogen is almost depleted. So, between 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock, so you are using, literally your body is tapping into that fat storage that I mentioned earlier and using that to burn as fuel and then burn into energy. So there is this sweet spot between 12 to 16 hours and even more that you are efficiently trying and doing and teaching your body to tap into this fat storage, and then by using that, your own fat, you are using that as an energy, which is actually even better source of energy. So that's how it functions if you are doing intermittent fasting, okay? And intermittent fasting is actually flexible. You can do that anytime, any time of the day, depending on your situation or activities, okay? So number 2 is workout in a fasted state. So what do I mean by that? If you are this someone that is walking or running or doing quick, intense high interval training, you want to do that during your fasted state. The thing is, if you do that during your eating window, so the moment you do this workout, your body will actually take 15 to 20 minutes in order to burn fat. The first 15 to 20 minutes depends on someone's body, is actually just burnt sugar. The body will burn sugar during those intense calorie expenditure, and after that it will only then tap the fat storage. So that means you are adding another, you are wasting extra 20 minutes. Whereas if you have started already working out during your fasting state, right that moment you are already burning fat, and yet you are burning fat actually even more during this fasting fasted state. So you want to check that out. There is a link below as well, so please check that by yourself. And then number 3, this one is a bit challenging. I know it's not easy. I struggle with this one as well. So totally cut out your sugar. Why? Again, I mentioned earlier, the moment there is a sugar in our body, there is again the insulin is being released in our system, which then stops our body to burn fat, and then stores that sugar into our body as a glycogen and then to our fat storage. So, meaning whenever kumakain tayo, this same cycle happens, and then eventually over time, lumalaki yung fat storage natin. So, before you know it, it's just everywhere in our body, in those areas that you don't even wanna imagine. Okay? So, what do I mean by cut out your sugar? I mean, let's just say you wanna do your snacks, right? This one is zero sugar. Actually, this will not spike your insulin. This one as well, this has a little sugar, but this is a minimal one. It's not that fattening compared to this one. This is pure sugar. Highly processed, highly formulated, and structured, so you will crave for more. So the moment you bombarded your body with this kind of snacks, definitely you will have this constant crash and burn. So again, your body is full of sugar, you are running under sugar for energy. So if you are like me, who's also addicted to coffee, maybe you are taking this. Oh no, this my friend is 12 grams of sugar. This is not even a real coffee. This is the real coffee. See, ang bango. And this, you might wanna check this no sugar. Be careful because you can see here, actually it says sucralose, much even worst form of sugar. So these are the kind that I'm actually referring when I say cut out on sugar. You wanna restructure your diet into taking low glycemic carbohydrates, those green vegetables, and then just enough amount of protein and high fat. Because fat is not fat. It will not actually spike insulin. It will go directly to this adipose tissue. But then if you are taking good fat and you don't have sugar in your body, immediately that is the fuel source of your body. So literally all day long you are burning fat for fuel. So yeah, that's it, folks. That's for the top tips, and I believe you would even agree when I say actually weight loss is easy, but keeping it off, I mean permanently, sustainably, that is where the challenge is, right? So but then I believe with the right information and the options that I told you, there's no excuse. You can do it. I mean, just think that you are already there, execute it, and voila, you're there. So guys, let me know what works for you in the comment section, and then I would be happy to hear that. Or maybe you wanna do all of them. Oh my gosh, do it and watch your body just naturally staving off those unwanted baggages, okay? And you guys, if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and click that bell button so you will get notified whenever I upload a new video every week. You guys, thank you.